Josh Dickey here, Sculpt Fitness. We're going to touch base on a new little thing we're going to talk about here. Well, far from new, but you know, we always, all of our videos have incorporated some style of training, and showing you some style of exercise. But the one area that that I don't want to leave out or neglect is the recovery. You know, a lot of these workouts and programs that we do and we put clients through, on top of giving them, building great strength and getting their body in the shape that they want, it also does put your body through some stress. So you have to remember to put your body into a recovery mode and take care of your body post-workout and on your off days as well. So I'm just going to go through a couple very simple pieces of, a couple of very simple recovery tools that we use here at the gym, usually post-workout and especially on off days for clients to get their bodies recovered. We're going to focus a little bit more on some soft tissue stuff. The first piece of equipment that I'm going to show you, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it before, is a foam roller. And it's a very dense piece of foam. These are usually about 3 feet long. You can get them at your local, probably your local fitness store. If one of those places doesn't have them, they do. You can find them online. But one of the things that we do is you want to roll these kind of over some of your problem areas. So one of the main areas that you roll it over top would be your glutes, your hips. You want to get it over top of a lot of areas on your posterior chain. So glutes, your piriformis, the muscle that wraps up over top of your hip, hamstrings. You can even go as far down and roll over your calves, especially runners. To relieve some of the tightness in the muscles. Definitely want to roll around your side a little bit and hit the IT band. You can even roll over on your stomach and roll your quads, so you can go on the anterior side as well. But this is one of those things that it's not a very big investment, but to the person who gets 4 or 5 workouts in, whether it be resistance training or some type of running in per week, it would definitely be something that I would want to keep in your arsenal to keep your body make your body recover here. Post-workout, you can even do pre-workout to get the body warmed up. I don't recommend it being the only thing you do pre-workout. Definitely post-workout, especially after a long run, and definitely after very hip-dominant exercise. We do a lot of kettlebell work here at the gym, so that's a very hip and posterior chain dominating exercise. So we definitely do a lot of foam rolling over top of your glutes and hamstrings to relieve some of the stress on the muscles. The next one is very simple. And it's just a basic tennis ball. I think sometimes these have a tendency to get a little soft. You can actually wrap these with duct tape and give them and reinforce them a little bit more. But the tennis ball is going to help you get into some of those deeper areas, those smaller areas that the foam roller won't get to. The foam roller is great for large muscle groups like your back. When you roll that foam roll over top of your back, you can hit it. You can hit it from the lower back all the way into your upper traps and the bottom part of your neck. But like I said, getting into some of the little more detailed areas, this tennis ball is a very cheap and easy tool to fix a lot of big problems. I know one of the areas that I go through problems is when we do deadlifts here, and I get very tight trap muscles, especially it even works its way into behind my shoulder blades. So just by taking this tennis ball and putting it up against the wall, right where my shoulder blade is, and rolling it back and forth, it really provides a lot of pressure into that problem area right along my shoulder blade. And if I do that after each workout, and especially on my off days, it really helps in the recovery before I go and do another workout. So the tennis ball is great to get those little detailed areas on your back, like I said, like your shoulder blades, your traps. You can even roll it into some areas in your lower back. you can definitely even get it into your hip too. Sometimes the foam roller is a little too wide to get into, you know, some people who may have some problems in their piriformis area. You can lay on top of this tennis ball and really provide a lot of detailed pressure to those areas. For runners, the tennis ball is really great. This is where it may be a little soft. You might want something a little more solid, like a golf ball would work really well. But rolling it over top of the, you know, underneath your foot, that fascia that covers the bottom of your foot for runners, or even people who do a lot of, you know, even after doing some plyometric drills, like some jumps and things like that. On your post-workout recovery, rolling that tennis ball along the bottom part of your foot really will release the tension in that fascia in the bottom of your foot, and kind of stop some of those acute short-term injuries from turning into something chronic. So these are two just very basic tools. Obviously, a tennis ball. If you have a dog, you probably have a tennis ball. So that's one place where you can get one, or you can get them for just about nothing in the stores. You can probably just go to the park and probably find one. Foam roller, like I said, you can probably go to a local fitness store. They also have them online. The easiest way is they're pretty much demonstrated everywhere. But the most common areas that the foam roller will go over will be your back, from, like I said, from your neck to your lower back. The foam roller does really well working big muscle areas on your posterior chain, like your glutes, your hamstrings, and your calves. But these are two very simple tools, and like I said, if you're going to put the effort into getting your body strong and fit, you need to go the extra mile and put the effort into your recovery methods as well. It's very, very important how you treat your body on your off days and get it prepared for future workouts. So our two tools today: the tennis ball, the foam roller. Put them in your toolbox along with all of your other workouts and exercises, and use these for your recovery. So have a good night.